Hi everyone. Today we'll see the concept heating effect of electric current. Though we know what is heating effect from our 8th standard CBSE, but in this video we'll be seeing where does this heating effect comes from. So here, when you take a circuit connected with some resistor with a battery over here, okay. So here this is positive and negative. When you connect a resistor in a circuit with a battery or a cell, what does the cell do? Due to chemical reaction, the cell will generate potential difference so that the charges will start flowing from one terminal to another terminal. So here charges flowing from negative to positive, whereas the current or the positive charges are flowing from positive to negative. Let's just keep it as such. Now here, if the potential difference is there now, what do we know from the definition of potential difference? There has been a work done in moving the charges from one terminal to another terminal. Nothing but that work here we refer as electrical energy. But when we connect a resistor over here, so in the last videos I've already told, resistor can not only a resistor component, but sometimes it can be an electrical appliance also. So here the electrical energy E or the work can be seen as an useful work, which means the current used by resistor to do some work. If it is a fan now, the fan will start moving, or if it is a light now, it will start glowing. So that work produced over here, the chemical energy that is changed into electrical energy, will be used by the resistor as a useful work, and the rest of the energy will be lost as heating or thermal energy. And what is heating effect? This you have already known in 8th standard. Let me just give you what is that. Heating effect now. Heating effect means when current flows through a conducting wire, the wire gets heated up. The wire gets heated up. So this is nothing but heating effect of electric current. So here the work that's been generated by the cell is taken as useful work, or the work done by the resistor or the resistance plus heat energy. This will be applied or applicable for all the appliances that are working on electrical energy. But if the appliance is resistive in nature, which means if it is not a purely conducting wire but it is a resistive wire, the opposition for the flow of charges will be high, which means there will be no work has been done by the resistor. Instead, the entire electrical energy has been taken as heat energy. So the entire electrical energy has been taken as heat energy. This is applicable for all the appliances, like heating appliances like electric cooker, hair straightener, incandescent electric bulb. So all those things works on the basis where the electrical energy produced by the source of energy has been completely converted as heat energy or thermal energy. Let me just see here. So this is the concept for what is the heating effect of electric current, and this is called Joule's heating effect, or Joule's, I'm just writing effect of heating or heating effect. Okay. Since the appliance is highly resistive, we can also call this as resistive heating effect. Okay. Now we'll be seeing what is the formula for the thermal energy or the heat energy that's been produced by the heating effect of electric. Here you have, again, I'm taking a resistance connected over a battery, positive, negative resistance R, through which here a voltmeter. Okay, from positive to negative, I'm having a current I that's been passing across the circuit, whereas taking a charge Q in a time T. So here I is equals to Q by T. Okay, wow. Now the voltmeter, since I've it is connected in parallel, the resistance will have the same voltage V taking a charge Q. Now according to the potential difference formula, what we got, V is equals to W by Q, W is equals to VQ. So which means in order to carry the charge Q from one terminal to another terminal for a circuit of potential difference P, the work I am doing here is VQ. Okay, wow. And this entire thing is happening in a time interval T. Okay, so power formula is power P is equals to W by T. VQ by T. What is Q by T? Nothing but your current. So power is equals to V into I, or you can write as V into capital A. So this is the formula for the power that's been generated when you are using a electrical appliance, when you are using the electrical energy in a time interval T. And this is the formula V into I. So here power, the definition can be taken as the product of voltage and the current that's been passing through the circuit. Now let's see the thermal energy. Thermal energy or heat energy represented with the letter H. So it's nothing but the power that's been used in a time T. So it is V I T. V into IT is nothing but VQ. Okay, so it is nothing but your work. I'm just writing. So VIT from Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? V is equals to IR. So here from this formula we can write it in two forms. I is equals to V by R, or you can write the direct formula V is equals to I. Okay, so here H is equals to V by R into T. So it is V square by R into T. This is one formula. And the second thing is IR into IT. So it is I square RT, which means you have two formulas for the thermal energy as V square by RT is equals to I square RT. From this formula, we can define the Joule's heating effect as the Joule's heating effect or the heat energy that's been produced, heating effect or the heat energy produced, let us use this formula, is directly proportional to square of current, directly proportional to resistance of the device, directly proportional to time of usage. So H is equals to I square RT will give you the thermal energy that's been produced by the resistance with the flow of current in a time T. So here I square R. So if you want to know the related videos from this chapter, I have given the links in my description. If you want to know other topics, you can comment below and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.